The looming federal intervention also bringing out a couple thousand protesters in downtown Chicago tonight. Fox 32's Joni Lum has been tracking them as they march through the Loop and past Trump Tower this evening.
Was it a turkey leg?
Joins us live with the latest. Joni, go ahead.
The last one. It was a mix of activist groups marching through downtown, shutting down streets on a busy Saturday in the city. The protest was aimed at President Trump sending ICE agents to crack down on immigration enforcement and to say that Chicago does not need the National Guard. Demonstrators gathered at Congress Plaza on Michigan Avenue to take to Chicago's streets. They say President Trump is trying to punish Chicago with threats of activating the National Guard to curb crime and sending hundreds of ICE agents to detain immigrants.
Our job right now is to take to the streets, defend our spaces, and keep each other safe. Our communities are still experiencing state-sanctioned trauma as a result of this orchestrated fear campaign.
They marched through the Loop, stopping at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services office, the federal courthouse, and pausing at the foot of Trump Tower to send loud messages. There's been no sign of the National Guard in Chicago, but the city is braced for it.
One thing we're not confused about is that our city is under attack, right? Even if we don't see National Guard, we've already been seeing ICE snatching people out of their cars and invading people's homes.
Chicago authorities say this march is like any downtown protest, peaceful and organized.
Our focus is to make sure these folks behind us and everybody else in this city are safe. They can exercise their First Amendment rights and continue on the downward trends that we're on, because as you know, we're on a 60-year low in homicides in the city of Chicago. So if the federal government actually wants to help, they can put resources back into our city so we can continue on the trends that we're on.
City officials say they still haven't had any communication about whether the National Guard will be sent here, but demonstrators said they are seeing increased ICE activity. In fact, they were taught how to safely videotape ICE agents making arrests. Reporting live, I'm Joni Lum, Fox 32 Chicago.
Thank you, Joni. And that wasn't the only big demonstration to happen in the Chicago area today. Dozens turned out for the no federal crackdown on Chicago protest outside of Naval Station Great Lakes. The Department of Homeland Security official confirmed the naval station could be used as the base for the immigration crackdown. Demonstrators talked about why they're protesting.
When they say they're just going after criminals, it's a lie.
A lie.
But when they say they're just going after immigrants, that's a lie too. They're coming after all of us. We paid attention to LA. We paid attention to DC. And we know that the country is watching.